Welcome back to F&W Game Club. We are making a video right now to sort of highlight some of the indies that are at E3 this year, the ones that really appeal to us. There's a lot of indies. Probably a lot of them deserve some attention, but we wanted to really focus on these few. Chris, you found the first one. What is it?
Yeah, we got a couple here that look really cool. This is Blasters of the Universe, which is a VR bullet hell game.
Nice.
So I'm just this idea seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
So it looks like a lot of fun though.
It would probably really freak me out, like being in true first person with a VR, dealing with a bullet hell
Yeah, it
situation.
seems like it'd be so stressful.
Yeah. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh my gosh.
Bullet hells are stressful anyway.
Yeah.
And then now you're doing it in first person.
Yeah. And pretty good graphics. I mean, we're starting to see indie games really rise to the occasion of graphical prowess. I mean, obviously this is no 4K 60 frames per second Xbox One X game, but it is good looking. Totally. Might be 4K.
Yeah.
I just mean like
super sharp.
It's not true. It's not necessarily like on the scale of a CD Projekt Red game. But it is really sharp, really nice, really good colors, good coloring. Bullet hell. So if you like the stress of bullet hell, you might like
realistic. That's what we're looking for.
Realistic.
It's not realistic graphics. It's stylized.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next game?
Next one was, let me jump to it. Aztez.
So this is another one that I think you found, Chris.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
This is interesting. It's combining turn-based strategy, and then there will be it's breakout sessions where you have to go and fight.
Looks like it's a hexagon map.
Yeah, a little bit like a Civilization.
Okay.
Or something like that. And then you have these segments where you have to fight in kind of like a platformer.
Yeah, my guess is when you engage the enemy, it becomes an action hack and slash platformer. That's my guess.
I don't know. It's not. It comes out this summer, so I'll probably pick this one up, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it on Game Club.
Now, I really like these monochromatic games. It's kind of a new style right now. But the thing that always bugs me is, old man being old, I have a hard time following my character if he's not distinguished enough from the rest of the background. So hopefully there's maybe some kind of mode for janky eyes like mine where I can maybe make him a little brighter or something, or add like just the faintest dash of color to his person.
And then up next is one you found that looks very...
Yes. So this is described, this game you're about to see, it's called Riot Civil Unrest. And it's described by the developer as a civil crisis. As civil crisis deepens and inequality tears the very fabric of society, the discontentment of the masses manifests itself in violent public disturbances and civil disorder. Play as the police or the angry horde as Riot Civil Unrest places you in some of the world's most fractious disputes. So pretty cool. So I didn't realize you could also be the rioters if you wanted.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
seems
it was,
like they want you to see it from both sides.
Yeah, and it's about sort of controlling the unrest, either trying to mitigate it or trying to, make it worse if you're the writers, right?
You know, the other thing about this game, I think I've been on the show, complained a couple times about the whole 8-bit and pixel art thing, and
yeah.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, it really does. Well, it's the difference between just like doing 8-bit graphics and really creating pixel art.
Yeah.
This is pixel art. This is awesome looking. And there's a lot going on screen at once. That's definitely going to be a Game Club game. That game looks just too good. And I'm really excited to see exactly what the game mechanic is like. It's kind of hard to see right now. They said that it changes a lot depending on the situation, but essentially you're trying to control the other side. Or mitigate the other side, whatever side you pick. And that's pretty cool stuff. And I think it's kind of a timely game, honestly. We have a lot of this sort of stuff happening right now. So good to see it from both sides. Let's move on. I love Nidhogg. I love that game. It's a PvP, player versus player fencing game, but it's not about killing the other person. Killing the other person gives you a chance to run to your side of the screen further, and on either sides of the screen are kind of like goals, and if you get to the goal you win. So you got to kill and run, but then the other guy will be resurrected or respawned, and so you have to kind of keep fighting.
It's like a tug of war.
It's a tug of war, exactly. And the first one was so much fun. It was a really great game. And me and my friends used a tournament style it where we'd all group up and make a tournament tree and see who could like win the whole tournament. And so looking forward to the sequel, seeing what they bring, which is new graphic style here. It looks very different than the first one.
It's supposed to be out this summer, so it should be soon.
Yeah, different weapons. The first one was only swords, but here and you could throw your sword as well. But here we see bow and arrows, axes, knives, all kinds of things. So they're really changing things up. But not much to say yet, but we'll definitely play it on the Game Club when it is fully released. What's next, Chris?
Up next is an interesting one that we're not entirely sure what it is.
Virtual reality.
It kind of looks like it might be the Pony Island of VR.
Yeah. So it's a virtual reality game, but in the game, you play a person who puts on a virtual reality hat, is what happens. And each different virtual reality headset is performing different sorts of tasks for different sorts of people. You're supposed to be doing some kind of job or role. It's not entirely clear what you're doing, but it's supposed to be totally innocent and fun.
And
then this happens. It breaks, and you see behind the curtain of what you're doing. And when you go behind the curtain of whatever was going on, obviously you learn things. It kind of becomes Portal in a sense when you get behind the scenes of everything. And they haven't. It's one of those games where they can't tell you a lot because it'd probably just ruin the experience.
Right, 'cause it's very narrative.
Yeah, you kind of have to just look at the trailer and get an intuitive sense of whether you want to play it and jump right in if you do. And that's definitely a game that once I get my hands on a VR headset, this is the kind of game I'd love to play.
And this is $8.99 on the Google Play Store already.
Yeah, so all you need is a cell phone that can double as a VR headset piece. So
I would assume it works with cardboard or those types of...
Yeah, Samsung.
Oh, there it goes. Daydream. You got to get the Google Daydream thing.
Google Daydream. So. Okay. What else?
Last but not least,
The Last Night.
The Last Night.
Puns.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Okay. So this was spotlighted or highlighted at the Xbox press conference.
Yeah.
And it was really cool looking. There's some drama in the real world surrounding one of its creators.
But we don't care.
We don't care, honestly. I think it's kind of unnecessary drama, right? It's just... There's two sides of a big internet debate, which is unsurprising, and one side's trying to stick it to the other side, which is not surprising as well.
So in other words, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, and so just ignore that.
Tuesday,
Enjoy the game for its own features. This game looks cool. It's got that what's that movie?
Blade Runner.
It's got that Blade Runner feel, but it's mixing again pixel art. But
really taking pixel art to art levels.
Yeah, a whole nother level. It's sort of 2.5D, I guess, because it looks like it's side-scrolling.
Well, we don't know a whole lot about it because it doesn't come out till next year, right?
Right. There's not a whole lot. It definitely, just based on impression, it looks like it's sort of an adventure game where you're probably going to be roaming and traveling and probably talking to people and maybe making some decisions. But again, we don't know much about it. It could be very different than that. I don't think let me read the description. You can loop the video, Chris. The description says, "The Last Night is what we call post-cyberpunk. It's not the kind of dystopia the genre is famous for. Rather, it depicts an alternate direction for society, one where the fight for survival doesn't mean food and water, but a purpose for living. Human labor and creativity has been rendered obsolete by AI, so people are now defining themselves by what they consume, not what they create."
Ooh.
That's cool story information. Doesn't tell us anything about
depressing.
the gameplay. Yeah.
A little frightening.
A little too real, I might say. But some good indies, I think, here at E3 2017. Some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be a good summer.
Yeah, it is going to be a good summer, and we're definitely going to be playing these as soon as we can in the Game Club. If we see anything else that we want to highlight from the indies, we'll definitely throw that out there from the E3 2017 games. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Look out for our other E3 press conferences coverage and our reactions to various games and gameplay footage. And just thanks for watching. Have a great day.